Hello everyone, my name is Akshay Bhagat and today is 2nd of February 2022 and it's my original video. So our today's topic is constructor in Java. So in Java, whatever we are doing is totally an object-oriented programming language. So in that we are creating class and its objects and methods. So we can say constructor is a special type of method. It is a similar like method, but it is having special type. It is having its speciality like means constructor while why we use constructor. So constructor is used to initialize. Just its function is to initialize. It does not have any return type. So the constructor, one thing we have to know that before using constructor, the constructor name should be same that of our main class. So this we have to take care. So while using constructor, the constructor does not have return type. It's just simply a name of our main class and whatever we have to um, pass that we use in the parenthesis. So and our block of code. So we use constructor. So while using constructor, we does not require to create a special object of the constructor. It automatically what we don't use dot operator for calling the constructor. It automatically calls the constructor when we create a constructor. So for creating a constructor, just we are creating like same as that of method. So that is our main class name, then our constructor name, then is equal to our as keyword new, and again say our class name and just parenthesis. And if it is there, if we um, pass the parameters in the parenthesis, then it is an uh, parameterized constructor, and if we don't pass, then it is non-parameterized constructor. So one we will see one by one. So what is parameterized constructor? So while creating an constructor, if we want to pass the values, then whether it is a string type means we have to pass one name and roll number. Then there are two data members, that is integer and string. So we have to pass that integer and string while creating a constructor. So and that is called as parameterized constructor. And non-parameterized constructor means we doesn't pass any values in the constructor. That is called as non-parameterized constructor. And if we create just an object of it, and we doesn't pass anything, then it returns a default values. That is called as default constructor. Means it returns if it is the data types, if the data members are string type, then it returns a null value. And if it is an integer or any other, then it returns a zero value. That is called as default constructor. It gets the default values. So again, there is a different another constructor like constructor overloading. In constructor overloading, we can do the constructor overloading by same name, but by passing the different input parameters. That is called as uh, constructor overloading. As we are having method overloading, like this we are having constructor overloading. Just we have it is of same name as that of main class, and we pass the different input parameters, the different data types. Or we can say parameters is called as constructor overloading. Then there is another concept called as copy constructor. So what is meant by copy constructor? In copy constructor, actually we use copy constructor when we require or we have to keep the copy of our data. Uh, for creating that, just we are as we have taken example, as we have defined one constructor, and for creating a copy of it, we have to create another object, and we have to relate that object to the constructor, to to the constructor. So for that sake, if we create an object of another name, uh, suppose we are having constructor which is which we have created as a even name. So if we create an another object that is for e2 name, and we have to um, copy the copy constructor copy the construct of e1 to e2, then we have to create the another constructor as named as e2, and we have to also give the data to the data to the copy constructor for e2. So for doing this we use this pointer, this 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 dot to point that even values. So that by doing that we can create a copy constructor.